Welcome back, Steelers fans. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in to my latest edition of the pregame, the keys to victory against the Baltimore Ravens for our Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I finally got it done on Friday, so I know you guys are pretty happy about that, and I'm happy about me keeping my word this time. Hopefully, we can keep this going for the rest of the season. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in, man. I don't want to take too long. Number one key, try to run the football. Emphasis on try. The reason why I say try is because I don't know if we're going to be able to run the football the same way we did versus the Ravens back in Baltimore early in the year. There was no Brandon Williams at the time, and we also did a lot of jumbo package, man on man. We come out with the big beef, we get Rosie Nix in the backfield as a fullback. I don't know if that's going to work again because I'm pretty sure the Baltimore Ravens, being the stout defense that they are, very good defense that they are, very prideful, I'm sure, they've gone through that tape. They're not going to allow that to happen again. Not that way. And again, Brandon Williams makes all the difference in the world. But I do believe you could try something else. Maybe spread it out. Do like we did against, the Ravens on Christmas last year. How we came out, spread formation, one back sets and things like that. Try to pop some runs off that way. And if it works, great. Maybe get Le'Veon Bell in the hole one-on-one or, off tackle and he's one-on-one with a linebacker, makes a move, etc., etc. Maybe that could work, because they got to respect the receiving. You got to respect Antonio Brown and Martavis Bryant. It will not be a juju. And I'm going to talk about that here in a moment. But make them respect that, all right? Key number 2. Let's do some no huddle. Let's go a little up-tempo. I think if we can go up-tempo against the Ravens, that'll keep them off balance as well. Because again, you have to respect that very, very good defense. All of the takeaways they have this year, all of the sacks, they are a very good and very stout defense. So you don't want to be playing no games with them. But if you go no huddle, I think you can keep them off balance, especially with Jimmy Smith being out. Take advantage of, I believe, Humphrey. The rookie is probably going to be caught on AB or caught on Martavis Bryant at some point. So, go no huddle, spread the ball around, keep them off balance. That might be able to help some situations right there. I believe Vance McDonald will be playing in this game, and maybe we could get him going. He could be an X factor, both in the pass game and the run game. We know how important he's been to the run game, but maybe this is the game that Vance McDonald can get off. We got to take advantage of what we have. Because we're definitely going to have to score some points in this game because defensively could be tough for us. So let's move to that. So as far as offense, again, recap real quick and then we'll move the defense. Continue to try to run the ball, but perhaps do it from some different sets. Switch it up a little bit because the Ravens are going to be ready for that. And then also let's run some no huddle or up tempo. Let's keep it fast, keep the pace going, start off hot. That's the way I think we're going to be able to get in control of the game. Hold on, guys. I had to interrupt myself. I had to cut another quick video because I forgot to talk about Juju. I said I was going to do it, and I forgot to do it. So let me talk about that real quick. Without Juju, man, this is going to be tough because Juju gave us some production and some matchup problems in the first matchup. Got a touchdown in that game. Who's going to be the guy to step up? Is it going to be Eli Rogers? Is it going to be Justin Hunter? Will we be able to get Vance McDonald into the fold in the passing game? That's going to be critical, man. So, of course, you got Antonio Brown, got Martavis Bryant, who also didn't play in that first meeting. But, Juju has been so important to the game and the game plan. This is going to be a tough situation. Even blocking and all of that. So, we'll have to see. That's, again, the reason why I say go up-tempo. And, maybe you can keep the balance, keep the Ravens off balance. All right? So I had to squeeze that in. And now let's get back to the original video. My bad. Defensively, what we need to do more importantly than anything else, stop the run. You remember in the first meeting, Alex Collins was able to get a couple good runs off on us. We must stop the run. And the reason why we must stop the run is because Joe Flacco and the offense hasn't been that potent this year in the pass game. We need to get it into a situation where Joe Flacco is forced to beat us. Can it happen? Of course, it's the Ravens. You look back in the first meeting where Artie Burns made a few mistakes. Remember the deep pass to Mike Wallace and he dropped it? That could have easily been a touchdown. So I'm not going to say that we can shut Joe Flacco down, but Joe Flacco has not been consistent this year offensively in the pass game. So I think you play that to your advantage. Make Joe Flacco beat you. But here's the thing. Joe Haden is not playing in this game, obviously. So is it Cam Sutton or Cody Sensabaugh? We'll have to see. You know what I mean? Artie Burns, he's still somewhat of a concern. He makes some good plays. He gives up some plays. Made some good plays against Cincinnati. But at the same time, it's still Artie Burns. Sometimes he's caught looking in the backfield. We already know that game. But I still feel more confident with making Joe Flacco beat us versus allowing him to run the ball. Because let me tell you something. If they're able to run the ball, we're in big trouble. And let me tell you why. There's one name that comes to mind. Justin Tucker. That is a weapon. Whether it's in Heinz Field or not. You get this guy over to the 40, it seems like, he'll make a kick. So if they're able to run the ball, that sounds like they're able to get in field goal position quite often. That could be the story of the game. So we must stop the run. But let me tell you something. Let's take time to, acknowledge this. No Shazier, man. And I want to take a time real quick here, man, to, keep sending your prayers his way, man. We're learning now that it's more difficult or, it's worse than they thought. They're saying that his recovery could be months. And, the concern is him just being able to be normal again. Football is pretty much very, very secondary at this point. That's a scary realization, not only for us fans, but just for him. Pray for this guy, man. I just want Ryan Shazier to be a normal human being again. And when I mean normal is he's able to get back to where he was. He can walk. He can do activities with his kid. He'll be able to walk down the aisle. I know he has a fiance. I just want that. I'm already preparing for football without Ryan Shazier. If he's able to come back, great. But I don't even care about that at this point. After seeing that injury, it was so gruesome. Again, my stomach fell out when I saw him reach for his back and reaching, squeezing his hands as if he was checking to see what was working. That was very scary. So I can only imagine how he felt. So at this point, I just want that guy to stand up and walk again and be back to what he was as a person first. If football is back in the picture, cool. But if not, I am not concerned about that at all for him. So without Ryan Shazier, man, we all have gotten on Shazier in the past about him missing tackles and such and blowing up the gap and maybe not making the play, but he slows things down. We are going to severely miss him for the rest of this season. I promise you that. Now, I hear that Arthur Moats is going to be playing inside. I'm hearing he might get the start. We'll see how that works. But the Steelers are going to have to find a way to contain the run game without one of their main run stuffers. I mean, of course, we still got the big hogs up front, Tuitt and Haywood and Hargrave, of course. But I'm just saying, Ryan Shazier meant a lot to that defense in the run and pass game. And now teams are able to plan to attack the Steelers without that beast in the middle with all that speed. We're going to have to be very, very solid and communicate very well on defense. But again, the Ravens offense don't necessarily scare me if we can contain the run. But looking ahead to New England and other teams you might face in the playoffs, you might want to temper your hopes a little bit, guys. I'm just being real. But we'll see. We'll see. So again, if we are able to stuff the run, minimize the run game on defense, make Joe Flacco beat you, and then on offense, if we're able to run some up-tempo, keep the Ravens off balance, and if we're able to still get the run game going from a spread set, I think that's the way that we'll win the ball game. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think the game could even be lost. I said this, remember, at the halfway point, I said the Steelers would probably be able to go 6-2 in the second half, like they did in the first half. I said the New England game would be a game that I would say, they might lose that. And then I also said the two back-to-back divisional games, and one of those games we could lose. We got Cincinnati, so here we are facing the Ravens. So if we were to lose, guys, don't be surprised, don't be shocked by it. Hey, it's hard to sweep the Baltimore Ravens. Let's just be real. So maybe we will, maybe we won't, but those are my keys to victory. All right, guys, so there you have it, man. I would love to see you guys' thoughts, man. Definitely share your thoughts, and I'll do my best to reply back to all of them if I can. And if I can't, forgive me. It's not that I don't want to, but I will try to respond to you guys the best I can. All right, so there it is, man. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Cut those notifications on so you're fully aware of the next video. And I promise, man, it'll never hurt you to hit that like button. All right, guys, until next time, I'm getting tongue-tied here. Until next time, here we go, Steelers. Let's stay in and root for the boys on Sunday. And let's get this one for Shazier as well. All right? So we'll catch you guys on Tuesday for Terrible Towel Tuesday. Hopefully, we're celebrating a victory. All right, guys, y'all be good. See you guys on Tuesday. Peace.